Hello there, you wonderful dreamers. Welcome back to Let's Play Yume 2K episode 163 on version 115. The big 115. Fantastic. Good. We seem to be getting about, what, an episode or two out of each patch? If even that. Each update, I should say. God, if I tried to do it with the patches, I'd probably, well, I'd be getting through a lot more content, that's for sure. To this horrendous backlog of stuff that we have been missing. There's all sorts of things I still need to go back and explore, but what are we going to do today? Well, there's a whole bunch of new stuff to look at, but I thought we would go and look at something possibly not so new, but we didn't look at it, so that's a good reason to go and have a look at it now, isn't it? Means I'm going through here again. Seems like Urotsuki's Groundhog Day a little bit. We do seem to travel through these same areas over and over again. That's fine. I guess that's the way of it. Could be worse. We could have to travel through some of the less pleasant areas of Urotsuki's dreams over and over again. At least these are, I suppose, not too offensive. Relatively easy to understand. Relatively. We're going to go down here. Now, as a little bit of expectation managing, this might not be the longest episode ever. I'm kind of giving myself a bit of, how should we say, wriggle room, because it's entirely possible that we might get really fucking lost here. And, yeah, we need to factor that into... We need to remember that my small brain only can figure out so many things at a time, so... we may get very lost. So you remember this area, right? So, I've kind of grown to... hate this area is a strong word, but... I find this area quite frustrating. And I think it's the way that this maze is laid out. Just the whole mechanic of it. I don't know, is it worse than the Intestines maze? I mean, visually, it's cool. But I guess it's because it's a maze. And my natural aversion to mazes just strikes, and I don't know what to do. Thankfully though, I know exactly where to go here, which means you don't need to worry about seeing hours and hours of me running around in this maze trying to find this rather ominous ladder down into the sandworm. So this... I don't know how this is going to look on YouTube. YouTube typically doesn't do very well when it comes to dark areas. This area is exceptionally dark. I'm watching it through the viewfinder, if you will, and it's still really dark. Playing it on the actual game window, it's just like a, what, 640 by 480 window. This area is almost completely unplayable. I would almost go so far as to say. Certainly unplayable if you decide to go down a pointless ladder. There's a few of those. We're going to go through all of them because we're completionists like that. There's a ladder there. You might not even be able to see why you can't get there, but there's a fibrous membrane prevents our access. It does look quite nice, this area. Spooky. Very spooky. So... we want to kind of move this way. I think it's quite difficult to get lost here, although I did manage to, in my own experimentation, get somewhere a bit strange. Yeah, I think it's over here. Yeah, I mean there could be all sorts of interesting things happening here, but you can't actually see it. You might think, oh yeah, well, what about the lantern? What about the lantern effect? If I can find it. I've gone past it, haven't I? God, I'm totally fucking not with it today, am I? Yeah, right, buddy. Lanterns. There's some eyes there. You can just vaguely see some eyes. The hint of eyes. A dash of eyes. Very tasty. I don't think there's anything else to explore in here. So we're just going to continue on. I hope you like that sound of Urotsuki getting on and off her bike and on the ladder. You hear that a lot here. Down the spookiest ladder. This takes us here. Right, now, what we're going to do, just because I might get a bit lost here. What's that? Using the effects in the game for some actual reason? Who would have thought? Not me, that's for sure. So yeah, as I was saying, there's a good chance of me getting lost in this area. But we'll see. So this area is weird. I've been trying to figure out exactly how I feel about it. Looks cool. Looks quite out of place though. Look at this guy. Got bleeding eyes. You wanna die? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Look at the wee hands. All these wee hands trying to grasp at our wee Uro. So the screen estate severely compromised by this design, which makes it quite... what's the word? Obnoxious is too harsh a word. It's difficult. Artificial difficulty. There's eyes hiding all over the place. You can tell it's Uro's style because it's got eyes, but other than that, this area really doesn't... It doesn't look like a Yumitsuki area at all, I would say. And I don't mind that really. I think that's fine. It's just unusual is all. But yeah, it's okay to be different and all that. Now, look at these guys. These pinheads. They're interesting fellas though. Watch this. The screen goes black. Why does that happen? It is unclear. Oh look, they got little eyes. Or crosshairs. Maybe they want this. Maybe they want, I know what you guys like. You want this, right? I thought that one looked different, but it's not. It was just a hand. Right, okay. Tell you what. I'm in a murderous sort of mood. I'm gonna murder every bowling pin. The head comes off. It's clever, isn't it? So this episode could kind of be summed up as the somewhat obnoxious transition effects. Good. Well, that was a fruitful endeavour, wasn't it? Well done, Uro. Well done. I know you've got traumatised by the bowling world and everything. I mean, so have I, but you know, you don't need to murder every single NPC, do you? Uro? I mean, it's excessive. It is excessive. Now that you could quite easily miss something quite interesting here, right? This just looks like a heap of nothing, right? Well, look at this. See that up there? You see it? Possibly you can't because the flipping thing is tiny. The amount of visible space, but there's an Urotsuki up there. What's she doing up there? Well, you know, chilling out. Flashing red. Dirty communist. We can do this. Yeah, I mean, I would glare at Urotsuki as well if she was a furry. She is a furry. We can also do this. Uro is tired of our bullshit, as you can see. There's some other things. Yeah. It's all fun. It's all fun in games. You hang it with Uro. But, yeah. Easily missed, I would say, as a result of the encroaching hands. In fact, do you know what this area makes me think of? Aversion. It doesn't It doesn't look a lot like a version, but I think it's the hands. Hans, get the aversion. There's a lot of these little sort of dud areas, nothing on them. This particular sector of hell has many vacant apartments, or flats perhaps. Now, you see these things here? These weeds. Ah, look, we did it almost completely by accident. For some reason, there's some issues here with the collision modeling of this this particular bit, and you can move off it. You can also move off it on this side. You could play with the hands if you want. You go do a wheelie on them, maybe. Nice one, Uro. Nice one. Cool, dude. We're not going to go run around out there, mainly because I get lost enough in here as it is without making it even worse. So we're not going to do that. We are going to instead try our very best to find something even more interesting than Uro sitting down on top of a block. Can you even imagine such a thing? I bet you can, because you're an idiot. There we go, another dud. Duds. I think the other thing that contributes to this area being a bit odd is the kind of the perspective of it, because you have to keep like moving up to move along. Ah, here he is. The obelisk of light. Obelisk of eye. Nice. Well, I'll tell you what this here Cyclops likes. Is it this? No. No, but I don't like that either, so that's fine. What about this? Yeah. Oh god, that one was properly distorted. Nice. Nice. It's one of the effects that we don't use that much. That's why I can't find it. Also because I'm incompetent. Uro's trombone playing sounds rather out of place with the atmosphere of this area. Don't you think, Dreamer? Don't you think? Maybe that's okay. I've had enough of this Cyclops though. This one-eyed monster. Here you go, monster. Denied. Good. Well, with that out of the way, I was going to say the music didn't start back up there. We're going to go quickly have a look at the thing that we were playing with. The breach, if you will. No clipping. If we can find our way back there competently. To my knowledge, there isn't really much else to show or to share in this funky little area. Just hands. There we go. Out into the wilderness. I don't think you can really go too mad because you're kind of cordoned in, I think, from the raised areas, but you know, it doesn't stop you from trying to break it. Good idea? Probably not. Is there anything here? No. I'll tell you what though, if I could find that Urotsuki, if I could find that fucking Urotsuki, give her a piece of my mind. There he is. Not interested in that though. I want to see if I can find my way to that Urotsuki, and maybe we can hang out with her in the fresh. I doubt it. Can't have two Urotsukis in one place. It's not allowed. Protected by the Geneva Convention. Surely though it is possible. Surely. We just need to probably traverse the whole outside of the playable space and then come back around it again. This is obviously what you're supposed to be doing. Somebody's hard labours. Breaking it. Making a YouTube video about it. Oh, look! Oh. Okay. I take back what I said. Apparently you don't need to go all the way to that bit with the hands. Apparently you can just go around this way. Oh. Okay. Okay. I understand. I understand. I am on board with this idea. I'm probably not doing this in a very efficient way, like, at all. But, you know, trial and error, it's something to do, isn't it? I mean, you got something better to do, dreamers? No, I don't. Need to figure out what I'm going to do with this mobile phone situation. Yeah, I see you there. You are not Urotsuki, though. You are definitely not Urotsuki. You're more like a phony Suki. It's quite a big area, this. All things considered. Plenty of ground to cover. I hope we're going in the right direction. If we're not, then this whole thing's... it's a waste of your time and it's a waste of my time. But, you know, for science and all that. Oh, well, we found another way of doing it accidentally. Nice. Come on, Uro. We can do this. I know you can do it. It's up here. Isn't it? Isn't it just up here? Isn't it? Yes. Yes! We did it. We found her. Right, good. Okay, let's not start with with that. Who knows what will happen. Probably nothing good. Hi. I'm sitting Uro. I'm sitting on the floor. What about this? Yeah. Yeah, okay. We cannot kill ourselves. That's a shame, isn't it? Boy Uro and girl Uro together at last. You may kiss the bride. Good. Good. Maybe you want to play with this. I'm sorry, this is the second time we're playing with this tonight. Jesus. That's pretty, isn't it? Isn't that pretty? I think it is. Do you want a tissue? Turns out that meeting Uro was not as exciting as I thought it would be. Oh well. Let's see if we can strike a pose with Uro. Maybe we can... She looks different. She definitely looks different. Maybe it's not Uro. Maybe it's someone else. How mysterious. Look, it is a different sprite. How do you explain that, dreamers? How do you explain that? It's unexplainable. We're not even supposed to be up here. I think I'm hungry. Good. Okay, right, well that's enough of that. Enough, Uro. Good. Done. Okay. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? We managed to find ourselves in the dreams. Freud would be proud. Good. Music. Now I'm not interested in music. Silly old music. Anyway, dreamers, what did I say at the start? 163? Yeah, relatively short one this time, but I wanted to leave enough time to dick about. And dicking about we did. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hopefully I will see you on the next one.